this is morning for me. Right now I'm about to make me some coffee. So make me some coffee, protein shake, and then we're gonna get the yoga session underway. How's everyone doing today? Everyone doing all right? Everybody enjoying themselves? Y'all get to watch my little setup, I guess, for a split second. So I just got off work not too long ago. For those of you guys watching. And I'm gonna use me some almond milk in here. I need to give me some regular milk tomorrow, some real milk. But you cooking? I ain't cooking none. I'm just making me a protein shake, right? So this is the almond milk I'm using. Look good. Look good. Right? So that's the almond milk. I'm putting me a protein shake in here. So I'm taking a couple scoops out here. Right? Need my protein. I am still a growing person. Right? Even though I can't grow in height, I'm stuck at like 5'5", right? Haven't been able to get past that since high school. But I'm still praying. Right? I might find one of these stretches in the yoga book over time, and it may help me actually get a little bit taller. I need about 4 more inches and I'll be alright. So I'm about 4 inches shy of where I want to be, which is 5'9". So right now I'm only 5'5". It's unfortunate, right? But I think in time, with me doing some type of stretching, I will eventually get there, right? So let's pray. Let's pray right now. Okay, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. But in a second we'll get started with yoga as usual. Tonight is a late night yoga stretch, so we're gonna get into that in one moment. I got my coffee brewing, so that's what I'm waiting on. All right, thank you. Thank you. Little fancy gear. Little fancy gear right there. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna give it a second. I'm gonna shake this up so it doesn't harden. But I hate this when the protein shake lumps up, and that's kind of annoying, right? Oh, also, so this month I'm gonna change up my my workout routine. So when you see me go to the gym, tomorrow I'll be doing chest, a chest, shoulder, and trap workout. Yeah, definitely. It helps me sleep good at night, for real. That's one of the things. That's one of the reasons why I really like doing yoga. It helps me sleep really good at night. So I really don't have no problems with that. But so this for the rest of this month, you're gonna see me go to the gym. I'll typically lift some heavy weight, and then I'm gonna do a lot of light work. What I mean is, like, tomorrow I'll go to the gym. I'm gonna do another 10 countdown on the bench press. Right, so I did a 10 countdown a couple days ago on the bench press, but I'm gonna do another 10 countdown tomorrow. With legs and stuff like that, you'll see me do my warm up, or I'll lift weights first, and then I'll go into like a separate room, and I'll do a lot of calisthenic works where I'm doing like body squats, I'm doing jumping squats and stuff like that. So you guys will see me do a lot of calisthenics for the rest of this month when it comes to working out, and it's kind of break up the plateau. Cause right now I'm still lifting heavy weight, but I can feel my body kind of fluctuating, like it don't want to really stay. You know, it's got too used to me doing the same thing, so I gotta break past that plateau. So what I'm gonna do is do a lot of calisthenics. I'm still gonna lift heavy at the beginning of my workout, so you'll see me still hit like the 110-pound dumbbells, maybe the 120s for bench and stuff like that. But then when I get to the actual bench press, after I do my workout, I'll do something light, like a 10 countdown and stuff like that. Then after I do the rest of my workouts, I'll go into a separate area and I'll do my 31 countdown push-ups and stuff like that, just to keep the calisthenics. I gotta get the calisthenics back going, so it's gonna be interesting. Right? I haven't done a lot of that stuff in a minute, so it's gonna be interesting. But it's to break up that monotony, right? I've been doing a lot of heavy lifting, so we're gonna do some calisthenics in that joint too. Get that six pack. I gotta get that six pack busted. I gotta get that six pack busted for the summer, right? It's in there, but it ain't in there the way I want it to be. I gotta get that joint busted for real. Alright. We got spring coming up, so I'm gonna get started on a little bit early. I'm still gonna get my heavy weights though. I wanna keep that big mass, that massive look. I wanna get more cut, right? So there's some areas in my stomach I still need to work on. I want that nice, that chisel look, right? You ever seen 300? Y'all ever seen 300? So I want to get chiseled like that on my abs, right? I want my abs really bulging out. They're not quite bulging out, especially on the sides, right? I don't got really a lot of definition on the side. It look like just a whole pack right there, right? I don't really got a lot of definition like that. So we're gonna work on all that. That's why I'm gonna do a lot of like high intensity workouts. You're gonna see what I mean by high intensity workouts this week. Well, the rest of this month, for real. I get in, you gotta get in. And we'll get our yoga sessions in too. For those of you guys that don't want to go to the gym or just want to do some stretching in general, we'll get those in too. So you already know how I do. Pour some more almond milk in that thing. Alright. Bring you guys out the kitchen area. I ain't cooking nothing right now, so got plenty of food in there though. I had plenty of food now. I was talking out. And my nose running low. Yeah, this is, and we got this change of weather. Y'all notice, like, if y'all got allergies, seasonal allergies, they're definitely starting to act up now. I noticed my own allergies acting up, like my nose will start running. Usually before, when I wake up or before I go to sleep, those just start running, right? Seasonal allergies. For those of you guys that don't have the experience, you guys are truly blessed. Me, I wake up in the middle of the morning sneezing. I'll sneeze for like 15 to 20 minutes in the morning, and then after that, I'm like, good, I'm good to go. But yeah, it's that seasonal allergy. The seasons are changing. Are starting to switch over, it's starting to get a little bit warmer where we're at. It's still winter, but it's in that phase where it seems like stuff is starting to switch over. Just a little bit. It's not fully spring yet, obviously. We're only in February. But I'm noticing my body starting to react to some of the changes. I'm doing good. How are you, Tyree? Okay, so this morning we will be doing yoga, right? So I had added 2 new poses to what I've been doing. Why did you go to prison? I had committed a robbery when I was homeless. Yep. Yeah, that's why I went to prison. I get asked this a lot. Well, I get asked it every now and then. I ain't gonna say a lot. It's a long story. One of these days I will start doing some posts about how my downfall came, right? How I went down, how I made my mistakes in life, and what I learned from those situations and how I became a better person, right? Or a better self, right? I found a better version of myself and continue to improve on self. Because that's something you're going to continue to do throughout your whole life. That's not something you just give up on every day. You should be improving on some aspect of yourself, right? Alright, so let's get started, right? We will be doing yoga, and the poses I have found to start off with is called the standing back bend and standing side bend. So this is the standing back bend. Oh, also, first I'm going to show you. This is the book we'll be using, Yoga Fitness for Men. I gotta make sure I let everyone know, especially the individuals that are just now joining these yoga sessions. So Yoga Fitness for Men. Cool thing about this book is that it has 130 different pages of poses, postures, and stretches. Not only that, right? These poses, postures, and stretches on every page tells you the description of the pose, right? Description of the pose, so it tells you the name of the pose and the descriptions underneath it. And then after that, it tells you the areas this pose targets on your body, and it tells you the benefits of doing this pose. So if you ever feel like you're doing a pose and you don't know what it targets or what areas it's going to benefit you, you can always look at the benefits and the areas it targets on your body and come up with an idea from there, right? If you want to do that pose or not. Now, for the standing back bend, in case you didn't see the picture, I'll show you. So these these are the two new ones I added this week. Standing back bend is one, and then the standing side bend is the next one. Next week I'm probably at the standing forward fold and the wide leg forward fold, right? But for this week we're just gonna focus on the standing back bend and the standing side bend as the two new ones. I may just stick with that for like a week or two and then add another two or exercises to it, right? So standing back bend, it says this posture is extremely effective for strengthening the core and spine, and for improving spinal mobility. Use it in the morning to wake up with the energy boost. Standing back bend is also great before a workout to activate your core and warm up your spine. Standing back bend targets your core, spine, and shoulders, and the benefits of this pose is that it strengthens your spine and core, corrects posture, improves balance and spinal mobility. It also opens up your chest. Now, the next one is the standing side bend. This is the next one I'll be doing. Stand up so y'all can see. Now, for the standing side bend, it says, this side bend strengthens your shoulders and core while improving mobility in the shoulders and sides of your body. This posture is also important for increasing spinal mobility and relieving tension in your spine and hips. Start with a shallow bend and focus on feeling the stretch in the correct areas. The standing side bend targets your shoulders, core, spine, and side body. And the benefits of this pose is that it improves shoulder mobility and health, corrects posture, increases upper body strength and endurance. So that's the standing side bend. Oh, I need to turn off my light too. I had a feeling I had left it on. Up so you guys can see me. And we're gonna get to this pose. Kind of jacked up my stand. I need to buy me another stand. It's always good to have a backup stand, especially if you guys are content creators, right? In case something happens, you guys are creating content and stuff like that. It sucks to have a stand break on you and then you don't have no backup. So I need to order me one. I'll probably order one later on this week, hopefully tomorrow. I'll say tomorrow in the morning when I wake up. Go on Amazon, order me the I'll probably order the AI one again. I like tomorrow in the morning when I wake up. Go on Amazon, order me the I'll probably order the AI one again. I like that stuff. Might be cheaper now. Then last time I bought it was about $54. Always good to have an extra stand. Backups are always good. Never know what's going to happen, and things don't always tend to work out the way you want them to in life, right? So you have to have a lot of quick adjustments and quick thinking to get past it. Alright, so what we will be doing is the standing back bend, right? So what you want to do is you want to make sure your feet, right? You want to make sure your feet right here, your big toes are almost close to touching. They're not touching, but they're almost close to touching. And your heels behind you are about an inch apart, right? So they're not quite touching, but they're a little bit, an inch apart is like, it's very small. You probably won't be able to see it with my hand right here, right? So, again, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take you're gonna make sure your feet are rooted into the ground, so you're going to spread your toes out as much as you can so they can take up more surface area. Then what you're going to do is you're going to flex your abs, so make sure you flex your abs to get your core. And then you're going to clench your glutes, so you want to clench your glutes behind you. So flex your abs and clench your glutes. Next thing you're going to do is bring your hands down here. You're going to have your hands down here by your groin. You're going to take a deep breath of air in and bring your arms up. Now I want to explain one thing before we go into this pose. The reason why you are spreading your feet around is so you can take up more surface area, kind of like roots of a tree, right? Then the reason why you're keeping your abs tight and your glutes tight, right? You're clenching your glutes is so that this area pretty much is like the trunk of a tree. When you think of a trunk of a tree, you think of something strong, sturdy, and it's not moving anywhere. So when the wind blows one direction or the other, it stays pretty much stuck where it's at, right? it may sway to the side like that and to the side like that, but it's not moving like your hands are, which are like the branches, your arms. It's not moving like this all over the place, right? You see the branches doing that, right? But the trunk actually stays pretty still. It's pretty sturdy. It may sway, but it's pretty sturdy. That's how you want your body to be, so that if your branches, which are your arms, right? If your arms, when you're doing this pose, right, and you feel like you're coming off balance, you staying in this position with your abs flexed and your glutes clenched is going to help you stay stay balanced, right? It's going to help you stay in that posture without coming out. So you may sway a little bit when you go into this pose, right? But you're not going to come out of that pose. Versus you not keeping that area tight and you go like this, right? You all like that. You kind of like the wacky inflatable arms flung tubes man, right? It's all over the place. You don't want to be like that. So this is going to help you stay controlled and stuck into this position and grounded, right? So like I said, spread your feet, your toes. Appreciate the gifts. Take up that surface area with your toes by spreading them. Then you're going to flex your abs and you're going to clench your glutes behind you, right? Then you're going to bring your hands down here. With your hands down here, what you're going to do is take a deep breath in and bring your arms up like this. You're going to make your arms wide like this. Just like that. And then once you get your hand all the way up above your head, you're going to clap them together, right? You're going to bring them together. But notice how I have it brought together, right? So as you can see, it kind of reminds you of like, I don't know if I say it on TikTok, but you know, this is what it pretty much looks like. You want to keep your hands together, right? Like that. So breathe in, bring your hands together, and then what you're going to do is bend back, right? You're going to blow air out your mouth and bend back into this pose, right? And again, you want to make sure your abs are flexed and your glutes are clenched. And then you're going to bend back and you blow air out your mouth. When you inhale, you'll hold the pose. So it'll look like this. That is the standing back bend, right? Now, the next one is the standing side bend, right? So we're gonna bend to the side like this on the next one. And I'm bend to the other side, just like that. Now, if you guys remember Dragon Ball Z, I don't know if any of you guys ever seen Dragon Ball Z when you guys were younger. You know, it's an older cartoon. I'm talking about the older one, not Dragon Ball Blue and all that other stuff they got right now. Dragon Ball Z. Back in the day, they had a show called Dragon Ball Z. Very, very popular anime, right? One of the things they did was, in some of the earlier episodes, they had the earrings they had, right? So they put the earrings on, and this other guy would put the earrings on, and then they would do some type of dance, right? So they would do some type of dance, and then they would come and unite and put their hands together like that, right? And when they do that, they would fuse, right? So those two individuals would fuse together and make one powerful individual out of both of them, right? Yeah, Super Vegito, right? You had Vegito, you had Gogeta, right? You had stuff like that. So, yeah, they would fuse just like that. Bam! And this huge light would come out, and then they would be fused together. And this pose, that's literally kind of like the movement you're doing, right? Except you bring your hands together. When you bend it to the side, just like this, right? Bend to the side like that. So that's how that bending motion will look. So you'll be doing the same thing like you did in the back bend, right? Again, you want to make sure your feet are spread out. You want them spread out, kind of like fingers, like that. The more surface area you take up, the more balanced you'll be when you get into this pose. Then you want to flex your abs. So always engage your core and clench your glutes. Clench your glutes as well, right? This is going to keep you balanced in this pose. Then what you want to do is you're going to take a deep breath of air in and bring your arms up. Just like in the Batman, bring your arms up like this and then bring them together. Now, once they're brought together like this, you're going to blow air out your mouth and bend to the side. When you're breathing in, you're going to hold the pose. When you're blowing air out, you'll bend to the side more, like that. So it'll look like this. And make sure your abs are flexed and your glutes are clenched. Side bend on that side. Now I'm gonna do the side bend on this side as well, right? So bring my hands down, I'm gonna flex my abs, right? Clench my glutes, bring my hands down, take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Standing back bend and side bend. Now the next poses we will be doing is the ones that you guys are kind of used to, right? So I try to make you guys familiar with some of the basic poses, right? That's a basic pose too. Standing back bend when you bend back, and the standing side bend when you bend to the side like this, right? Now we're gonna go into the child's pose, which is one that you guys are used to, right? You guys should be fairly used to it. And another thing, like I've been saying, like yoga, you always want to flex your abs and engage your core. My abs have not looked like this before I started doing yoga, right? So just letting you guys know, they did not look like this until I started doing yoga. And I've been doing it for 5 months now. So it does play a huge part in how your abs are going to look, because you're always constantly focusing on your abs. You're always flexing them. So when you do yoga, you know, these are some results you can get from doing it if you stay consistent with it, right? For those of you guys watching and stuff like that, there's been people that's been watching me since the beginning when I started doing yoga, and my abs, like, I didn't really have abs. I had a flat stomach, but I didn't have abs, right? Until I started doing yoga. There's some people that probably testify to it. I don't know if they're on here right now, but usually when they join and stuff like that, you know, they'll let you know. And the great thing is that flexibility. Like, I feel way better with that flexibility. I no longer feel burdened by having a lot of muscle, right? And lifting heavy weights and then have that slow, stagnant movement, right? I kind of feel like more limber and light, right? Like I have a lot more energy in that sense, right? So I don't feel like sluggish. So the child's pose, right? This is the pose we'll be doing next. Now, for the child's pose, it says, this is an all-purpose pose to relax your body and release tension in your spine. Appreciate the heart means. Spine, back, and hips. It's a great cool down to return your breathing to normal, or a warm up to activate the core. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you told me that yesterday too. I don't know if you got it from Amazon or where you get it from, but it shouldn't take too long before you get it. Definitely let me know what you think about it when you get it too. There's a lot of information. It's full, jam-packed of information. It's a great cool down to return your breathing to normal, or warm up to activate the core. upper back, and shoulders. Child's pose also helps relieve stiffness in the spine after sitting for an extended period of time. The child's pose targets your hips, your back, spine, and shoulders, and just so I follow her better. And the benefits of the pose is that it relieves back pain and stiffness, slows breathing, encourages post-workout recovery, improves shoulder mobility, and straightens spine to improve posture. Let's get into this pose. Again, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking out what I have to offer. And appreciate all the likes, right? So once the likes go up to about 10,000 likes, my stuff gets put on that For You page, right? Or FYP page for other individuals to discover. Alright, so for child's pose, you want to get on all fours. Alright. Oh, shoot, I had this wrong way too. Right. My foot imprint is still injured from when I did the last pose. Look at that. You see that? That's crazy. My whole foot imprint is still in there. That's awesome. Alright. Anyways, you're gonna get on all fours like this. If you guys have questions about finding good mats, hit me up in my DM and I'll let you know where to get some good mats. The mat I'm using right now is like a 2/5 thick, right? And also with it, it's not expensive, so it's like $23. I got 2 of them. It was so good, I got 2, right? And the one I had before was the same one. This mat lasted me, I want to say 5 months. It lasted me 5 months with doing yoga twice a day, right? So this mat right here. And I do it twice a day. And as you guys can see, I do it for a long period of time. So I'm not doing yoga for no like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I'm doing it for about 2 hours, right? Because I'm on live with y'all when I'm doing it. But yeah, this mat right here. Pretty good. Pretty good quality mat. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to get on all fours. I was excited when it came too. I was so excited when I got this new mat because my other one got kind of old after those 5 months. So it hung in there a long time before it started really thin and I started having issues with it. So you're going to get on all fours like this. Then you want to make sure your toes are touching, right? You want to make sure your big toes are touching. I might have to change this camera angle. You guys see me better. Right there. Yeah, all fours. So make sure your feet touch like that, right? Big toe energy. And you want to make sure your hips are nice and wide, right? So, your knees are nice and wide. Wider than shoulder width apart. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to fall back like this. Just like that. And then you're going to exhale so you can blow air out your mouth. You're going to stretch your hands out in front of you and you're going to bring your head down like this. Right? With your hands stretched out in front of you, this is going to target your shoulders and your upper back. And with your hips down behind you, that's going to target your lower back and your hips. So you're targeting 4 areas while you do this pose. Your shoulders and your upper back and your lower back and your hips. You're going to flex your abs and do controlled breathing while you're in this position. And you're going to hold this pose for 30 seconds to a minute. There's one called, let's see, I'm trying to remember what it was called. Give me a second. Oh, Thread Needle. I be forgetting names and stuff, especially when it's late like this, because I'm tired. Yeah, so it's called Thread Needle. I'm doing alright, man. I'm a little tired from work. Now tomorrow when I get off work, I gotta take my hair out, so that's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. I gotta get my hair redone on Sunday, but I gotta take it out tomorrow night. So the reason why I gotta take it out tomorrow night is because Saturday's gonna be really busy at work, and Saturday night I'll probably be there all night, so I probably won't have no time to take it out after. So I might take it out tomorrow night. Yeah, I might take it out during the morning. It's a lot of hair. I got a big ass fro. Like it's pretty big. I don't know. The good thing is that these are pretty decent size braids, so it's not gonna take me long to take it out. But washing it's gonna be that's gonna be that's gonna be a process in itself. Oh my god. Big ass fro. I'm gonna put it into a ponytail or something. Alright, so thread the needle. It's a thread needle pose, right? I took my hair out one time when I was live. I had like a whole bunch of plaits. That took forever. So I don't have that right now. Thread the needle says this restorative posture stretches the rotator cuff muscles, relieves upper back soreness, and releases shoulder tension. It's useful for athletes who use their arms often and for weight trainers the day after a back focus session. It also relieves tension in the shoulders from day-to-day stress. The thread the needle pose targets your upper back, shoulders, and rotator cuff. The benefits of this pose is that it relieves upper back tension that causes neck pain, reduces risk of rotator cuff injury, and speeds upper back and shoulder recovery. So let's get into it. Yeah. I'm debating what I want to do with my hair when I take it out this time. I feel you, man. I feel you. I just got out of work not that long ago. So I got out of work. Now I'm doing yoga, right? And I need to get some sleep. I need to eat some food first. I like to eat. I am Taurian by nature, so I love to eat food. So the first thing you want to do when you get into this pose is get on all fours. Then you want to bring your feet together, right? Big toe energy. Bring this down. Big toe energy. So bring your toes together, bang, just like that. You're gonna widen your hips or you widen your knees. You want your knees wider than shoulder width apart. While you're in this position, you're gonna take a deep breath in and you're gonna fall back. Just like you did in child's pose. Then you're going to exhale. You're going to blow air out your mouth. You're going to bring your head down just like in the child's pose. However, I'm going to stick one of my arms, my left arm, underneath my right. Just like that. Palm faced up. So you can see it's palm faced up. Right? When I go into the pose. So this will look like this. Just like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my right arm further up. So I'm stretching up on this mat like that. I'm going to flex my abs and do controlled breathing. While I'm doing controlled breathing, I'm going to blow air out my mouth and push my hips further back like this. Just like that. Now I'm going to hold that pose for 30 seconds to a minute after I push it back. So it'll look like this, right? It's called Cirrus, Cirrus by Pim Miles, Pim Miles. If that's the song you were asking about. I don't know if I can type it in. Maybe I might be able to type it in for you. Let me see if I can respond. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. Alright. Never mind. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to get on all fours again. Like, I'm going to do the other side for this pose. Grab the needle. Bring your feet together, so big toe energy like that. You're going to take a deep breath in, you're going to fall back. And then you're going to exhale and bring your head down. And I'm going to bring my right arm this time through underneath my left arm. So it's like this. Then I'm going to flex my abs, do control breathing. When I'm blowing air out my mouth, I'll push off off the mat with my left hand and drive my hips further back. Once I get as far back as I can't put it back any further. I'll hold the pose for 30 seconds to a minute. So like this. And I'm hold this pose for 30 seconds to a minute. Now the next pose I'll be doing. Alright, the Story Boys is gonna be muted. Alright. The next pose I will be doing in here is the pigeon. So the pigeon is found on page 108. Let's go to the next page. My contacts bother me sometimes, especially after work and stuff. I have them in for a decent amount of time. So this is the pigeon pose, right? This is the next pose I'll be doing. Now, in the pigeon pose, what you want to do is, pigeon stretches your glutes for faster muscle recovery, releases the lower back, and improves hip mobility. Excuse me. This stretch is one of the most important you can do for your back and your hips, leading to better jumps, sprints, and squats, and helping your back feel great throughout the day. The pigeon targets your glutes, hips, and lower back, and the benefits of the pose is that it improves lower body strength potential, relieves lower back pain, prevents knee, hip, and spinal injury, and speeds up glute and hip recovery and muscle growth, right? So let's get into this pose. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a great night. It is Friday, so it is Friday. Alright. I'll bring this down before I get too busy. No, actually it's Thursday. Tomorrow Friday. And you got Valentine's Day on Saturday. You got a day off. That day long. So what you want to do is you want to get on all fours, right? When you go into the pigeon. Then you want to bring one of your legs up and over. So I'm going to bring my left leg up and over just to show you one thing. Now I'm going to start on the right side. So bring your left leg up and over. All I want to do is show you how to grab your leg. So you see how I brought it up and over and I grabbed it with my hand. So that's one of the things I just wanted to show you. Another thing I want to show you is this. So once you rotate your body over the top of your leg, you're gonna flex your abs and do controlled breathing. When you're doing controlled breathing, you're gonna bring your right hip down, right? You're gonna bring the right hip down like this. Only when I'm blowing air out your mouth. Just like that. And once you get in this position, you'll hold this pose for 30 seconds to a minute, right? Now, what I'm going to do is show you from the right side how I do this pose, right? Because this is one thing that's missing that you can't see on the left side. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring the right leg up and over. So you're gonna grab it with your left hand and position it where you need to. Then you're gonna bring your body over the top of your leg. Now, when you do controlled breathing, right, in this position, you'll be bringing your left hip down. But one of the things you'll be doing as well, when you blow air out your mouth when you do controlled breathing, is you'll be adjusting this hip, right? So as you're bringing this hip down on the other side, you're gonna be adjusting this hip, right, like this. And the reason why you'll be adjusting this hip with this leg is so that your foot or your ankle does not get stuck, right? One, you don't want to get stuck underneath your leg, you don't want to get trapped. It's gonna cause pressure, pain, and all types of stuff going on. You don't want that pressure and stress and tension in your ankle. That's gonna cause you pain. Also, you don't want to bring your hip down, right, on top of that foot. If you bring your hip down on top of that foot, that's also going to cause you pain, right? So that's why you're going to adjust your hip like this. It's going to look like a chicken wing maneuver. That's the best way I can describe it. There's no other way I can think of to describe that, kind of like a chicken wing, right? You're going to pretty much move it out the way. So, I'm going to bring my right leg up and over like that. I'm going to flex my abs, do controlled breathing, and let's get into this pose. So I'm bringing this left hip down. You can see me do the chicken wing maneuver with this side right here. So it's a little bit like this. Just like that. And then after that, once you get into the position where you're comfortable, you're gonna flex your abs and do controlled breathing and hold this pose for 30 seconds to a minute. live. Please save the live for us to watch later. I can do that, but I gotta figure out what I'm gonna put it on. Because I can't post it. I can post it on here, but it's gonna be too long. I'm trying to think about it. I put it on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. It's the same name as is on here, so I can put it on the YouTube for you guys to go to and check it out. I appreciate that, Carmelo's son. Yeah, I'll put it on there. No problem. The next pose I'll be doing is, so that was the pigeon, cat cow. So the cat cow. Okay. Yeah, it's the same name that I have on here, so D-Fit You Dig. Let's see. Cat cow is found on page 56. This is the cat cow pose, right? Bam. Now for the cat cow pose, what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna take a deep breath in, right? You're gonna lift your head up, you're gonna arc your back, and you're gonna push your hips out. Then you're gonna go into the cat pose, right? In the cat pose, you'll be blowing air out your mouth, you'll be rounding your back, and you'll be drawing your hips in. Now, for the cat cow, it says, this slow movement from an arc to round the spine is one of the best exercises you can do for your back. Whether you are an athlete warming up or a non-athlete recovering from a back injury, use this exercise to mobilize your spine, release kinks or stiffness in your back, and prepare for exercise. The cat cow targets your spine, back, and chest, and the benefits of the pose is that it relieves spinal stiffness and pain, prevents spinal injury, and improves spinal mobility. It also stretches shoulders and back, right? And that is the cat cow pose. Now let's get into it. Appreciate the follow, everybody. Thank you guys for your support and checking out my content, right? So this is something I really do love to do. Anything when it comes to fitness, I pretty much like doing, right? Except for, I really don't like running, but I will run. I don't mind. I don't like running, but I will do it every now and then, right? It's not something you're gonna see me doing a lot of. One of the reasons why is because running kind of shrinks your body, and I'm not trying to shrink my body in that sense. Yes, I do have X. My X is the same name as on here. I have it on my story, right? So it's the same name, D-Fit You Dig. You know the reason why I created X? So I had created X, but I didn't post anything on there for a while. But it turns out that people were posting some of the clips and stuff from me doing my yoga sessions from TikTok on there. So I started posting literally today on X. So literally today or yesterday. So I'll make sure I post all my poses up there. I'm not sure how long the video can be on X. I might be able to post my you said, can you pin it? Give me 1 second, everybody. Cause now I found out how to, like 30 minutes. Oh, 30 minutes? Woo, I might not be able to. But I'll do this. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. So I'm just gonna copy my link from X and put it on here, or try to pin it. So give me 1 second. Never mind. It says something about X. I gotta set up a the little chat thing. I'll type it in here. Let's see. Ooh, I don't know how to pin stuff, so give me a second. Where did I find it? Can anybody walk me me through how to pin stuff, like how to type something in and pin it. So D, I'm gonna put this here. Is my X. Then pin. So how do I? Oh, pin this comment. Okay. Yeah, that's for my X. So it's just D Fit Your Dig. It's the same name I have on here. I was trying to find the actual link for it, so I could post it up there. I'm not sure if you guys would be able to click on it if I found the actual link for that. But yeah, that's the same for my Instagram. So I'm not sure if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, but it's the same thing. All right, so cat cow pose. You want to get on all fours like this, right? Then you want to make sure your hips are lined up with your knees. So hips lined up with your knees. You want to make sure your shoulders are lined up with your wrists. Then what you're going to do is take a deep breath in and go into the cow pose, right? So you breathe in. Move away from my hips slow. Head up, back arc, and hips out. Then you're going to exhale and go into cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Then you're going to breathe in and go into the cow again. Head up, back arc, and hips out. Then you're going to exhale and go into cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now we're going to breathe back in and go into cow. Head up, back arc, and hips out. Then we're going to exhale and go into cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips in. We're going to breathe in and go into the cow again. Head up, back arc, and hips out. Then we're exhale and go into cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now, what I'm gonna do is explain to you real quick the cat cow pose. So what you're gonna do is, this is your lower back right here, right? Now, with this being your lower back area that you're stretching, you also have tension back here, right? So this tension that you get comes from your day-to-day activities, right? And what I mean by your day-to-day activities, I mean this is from you just walking around, doing your, picking up things, twisting your body, doing all that stuff. Your lower back develops this knot back here, right? And this knot is just tension, stress, and pressure. When you do the cat-cow pose, you are stretching this area out, right? This lower back area. When you go into the cow position, when you arc your back, right, and you push your hips out, you're stretching these muscles up. Then when you go into the cat pose, right, and you're rounding your back, and you're pulling your hips in, you're actually pulling the muscles down, right? So you're stretching the muscles in two different directions. Now, what's going on? This tension, stress, and pressure breaks up. And because you're stretching that area, you're allowing this space to move through, to pass through. So it won't stay stuck up in that area, right? And it won't be able to collect and gets confined back in that area and cause you pain. So this in turn relieves you of back pain. So that's what's going on when you do the cat-cow pose. Now let's get back into it. What's going on, Paola? Buenos Diaz, right? Because it's morning. Alright, so cat-cow pose. In the book, it wants you to do it for 5 to 10 reps. I will be doing it for 10. So 5 is for beginners, and 10 is more for advanced individuals, right? What's going on, Kylian? Is it Kylian? Alright, so we're going to go into the cat-cow pose. Get these 10 reps out, right? So you're going to be on all fours like this, right? And And the next thing you want to do, I'll bring this down. I'm doing good, Getting some yoga workouts out the way. So what you want to do is you want to get on all fours, right? Appreciate the harmony. All fours like this. You want to make sure your hips line up with your knees. So hips line up with your knees like that. You also want to make sure your shoulders line up with your wrists. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take a deep breath in and go into the cow pose. So you have your head up, back arch, and hips out, right? It will look like this. This is the beginning of the first rep. So you have to do the cow pose and you have to do the cat in order to get one rep in. You can't just do the cow and call that a rep. You can't just do the cat. They come in a pair, you got to do both. So now we're going to exhale and go into the cat. And the cat will close up the end of the first rep. Head down, right, back rounded and hips drawn in. This is the cat pose. And with the cat pose, this closes out the first rep. Now we're going to breathe in and go into the second rep. Begin the second rep with the cow. Head up, back arch, and hips out. Then we're going to exhale and go into the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now we're going to breathe in into the cow for the beginning of the third rep. Head up, back arch, and hips out. Now we're going to exhale into the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now we're going to breathe back in into the cow. Head up, back arch, and hips out. And we're going to exhale into the cat and pull up this fourth rep. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now we're going to breathe into the cow for the fifth rep. Head up, back arch, and hips out. Now we're going to exhale into the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now, like I said before, once you get to that fifth rep, usually for beginners, that's where they will finish this session, right, of doing the cat-cow pose. I'm going to carry on for about 5 more. You can do more than 5 more, so like you can do more than 10, you can do 12, 20, however many ever reps you need to do in order for your back to feel better, right? If you are having tension or tightness back there, you want to loosen it up, right? Obviously you don't want to overdo it, but maybe 10 may not be the number for you, and a little bit more will help you get to that area. This is just a suggestion or recommendation by the book, right? Everyone's body's a little bit different. So. Alright, so we're going to breathe in, go into the cow pose, right? Head up, back arch, and hips out. So this is the beginning of the 6th rep. Then you're going to exhale, go to the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now we're going to breathe back in and go into the cow. For the 7th rep. Head up, back arch, and hips out. Then we're going to exhale and go into the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now we're going to breathe in and go into the cow for the 8th rep. Head up, back arch, and hips out. Also, while you're doing this pose, make sure you flex your abs. Always maintain flexing your abs, so engage your core. That should be a must, right? That's a must. So, and then your exhale, go to the cat. Then we'll breathe in into the cow for the 9th rep. Head up, back arch, and hips out. Then we're going to exhale into the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now to breathe into the cow for the last and final rep. This is the 10th one. Head up, back arch and hips out. Then we're going to exhale into the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn. That is the cat-cow pose for those of you guys watching. Alright, so the next pose I will be doing. Alright, so also for those of you guys watching, if you guys do want to watch the rest of the, I mean not the rest of it, but if you guys want to rewatch it, let's say you join late and stuff like that, I'll pin my YouTube, right? I'm gonna post this on YouTube after I get done with doing it on here. So let me see. I'm gonna pin my YouTube on here in the comments. So it is the same thing as my name. Actually, I might give me 1 second. I can click on my YouTube and actually pull it up for you. The actual link for it. And then I'll pin it for you guys if you guys want to follow me on there. This whole session of what I'm doing will be pinned on there, and I'll try to post all my YouTube ones on there, right? Or all my live sessions on my YouTube. So give me 1 second. You said I look for it. Did you find it? Alright, so I'm about to make the comment right here so you guys can see it. That is my YouTube, right? So it's the same thing as my my thing on here, but you'll be able to see my whole live session that I'm doing right now on that YouTube channel. All right, so the next pose I'll be doing is the happy baby. The happy baby is found on page 124. This is the happy baby. This is the next pose I'll be doing. Appreciate the follow. So for the happy baby, it says this is a great stretch. No problem. This is a great stretch for your groin to help relieve lower back pain. Use happy baby before a workout to help warm up, or after a workout session to release muscle tension and speed up recovery. This posture is also perfect for when you want to move but don't feel like exercising. The happy baby targets your groin, your lower back, hamstrings, and inner thighs. Sexual preference. I am straight, Mr. Spider. The happy baby, the benefits of it is that it releases lower back tension and discomfort, stretches your groin and hamstrings, and increases hip flexibility. Yeah, I found it interesting, right? So I was reading comments on like some of my posts. There are men, right, in yoga studios that teach the same poses I'm doing, and they do it the same way. In fact, if you went to a yoga studio, you would probably see it in for those individuals that are looking for interesting angles, you'll see it in probably a better angle than what I'm doing, because you're there in person, right? They're doing it right there in front of you, these poses. Not to mention, are they doing the poses right in front of you and demonstrating these poses right in front of you. These are, I know, surprising as it is, straight men, right? Not saying all yoga men, all people that teach yoga are straight, but there are straight men that teach yoga, right? Yoga has been around for hundreds of years, so I know. In our modern day society, it's hard to believe that straight men can teach yoga and get into these poses and feel comfortable with themselves to do these poses and perform in front of people. But there's a thing in life called comfortability with their sexuality, right? I'm comfortable with my sexuality, that's why I don't want to do it. Some people aren't comfortable with themselves, right? So they fear the judgment that they will get from what people will think or say about them when they do certain poses. For me, I am far too old to really care about another person's opinion if it's not my own. For example, I've been to the military, right? I was stationed in the Middle East, so I went on deployment in the Middle East for 11 months. Being shot at and stuff like that, and then going to prison, right? After I did my 8-year bid in prison, there's very little that I can care about of what a person thinks or says about me, right? Everyone's entitled to their opinions, just like I'm entitled not to care about their opinions. So, with that being said, that is why I do the yoga poses, right? Now, if I was insecure, then I probably wouldn't do it in front of people, because I was like, oh no, they're gonna think that I am this, that, third. But to me, I'm just too old to care. Too old to care, and I'm gonna enjoy my life, regardless of how society or how people dictate or feel about it, right? And at the end of the day, it's my life, it's not their life. So, now, what's going on? So for the happy baby, I already showed you the picture. Let me blow my nose real quick. So for this pose, right? What you want to do is you want to get on your back. Try to bring this up. So you want to lay on your back like this, right? When you do this pose. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is use my index finger and thumb to make a circle like this. Index finger and thumb to make a circle like this. So this is pretty much the same position you see me do it on my post. On my page, right? This happy baby pose, right? So, like I said, index finger, thumb, index finger, thumb. This is just one way you can grab your foot, right? So you can grab your foot like this, right? Grab that big toe, right? And have full control of your big toe. Now grab my other big toe and have full control of it like this, right? Now, the cool thing about grabbing that big toe is it's gonna show you how powerful that big toe is with controlling your leg, right? You can really control your whole leg by just grabbing that big toe with your index finger and thumb, literally. So I can open up my legs, right, and get into this position where my legs are open like this, right? Bam. And I'm in this pose already just by using those two fingers, right? The index finger and thumb around that big toe. And notice, right, my other three fingers are free. Other three fingers, they're free, right? And you can open your legs just nice and wide like that. However, the issue you always have with just using that index finger and thumb is that one, it's gonna slip, so you're fighting for control to hold that pose because your fingers are slipping, right? And two, if it's slipping, you're not gonna be able to hold that pose for long. So you're not gonna get your 30 seconds to a minute hold on it. What you want to do is use your other fingers. So you see the other fingers, the three fingers right here? You want to bring them over, right? And grab the sides of your foot or put them over your toes like that. And this will allow you more control. So now when I open up my legs, I have more control, right? I have more control, which means I can hold this pose for longer, for my 30 seconds to a minute hold, and not fall out of this pose. So that's what you want, right? So this is just one way you can do this pose. Another way you can do this pose, right, is you can use your fingers. You can bring your fingers and slap them over the top of your toes like that. Slap them over the top of your toes. And you're gonna bend them back, right? When you bend them back, this is gonna allow you to control your legs. The same way I was controlling them with the index finger and thumb. And now I can open up my leg and hold it out like that, right? Hold it out like that. So this is the same thing I'm doing, except I'm doing a different grip on it, right? Just like that. And you can hold it out to the point where you can hold this pose for 30 seconds to a minute, right? Now you can hold it longer than a minute I typically hold my poses for about a minute or longer, right? I usually don't hold 30 seconds because 30 seconds is a little bit too short for me. So again, the way I'm gonna get into this pose, right, is I'm gonna use my hands and I'm gonna place them on the top. But you do whatever method is okay with you, right? So whatever method you're okay with doing, you use it, right? Neither one is wrong. So you can use your index finger and thumb like that, or you can use your hands and put them, place them over the top. I'm gonna use my hands and place them over the top. So let's get into the pose. You can grab your feet, right? Bam, bam, just like that. I'm not farting, by the way. That's just the mat in my back moving on top of it. Especially when I'm talking to you guys and then I'm trying to bring it back. It makes a little farting noise, a little gap of air in between my back. But you hold like that, bend your feet back like that. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna flex your abs, do controlled breathing, and make sure your back is flat on the mat. When you do controlled breathing, right, when you take your air in, you hold the pose. When you exhale, you open up your legs. So it look like this. Breathe in, I'm holding my pose, so when I breathe in, now when I exhale, I open up my legs. And once you open up your legs nice and wide enough where you can't open no more, you hold that pose for 30 seconds to a minute. So that is the happy baby yoga pose, right? You're gonna feel it in your groin, right? So you're gonna feel it in this area, you're gonna feel it in the inner thigh area. This whole pose itself is gonna help relieve that lower back pain. So if you guys have lower back pain, issues with sciatica, that is going to help fix that, right? It's gonna help it fix a little bit. Alright, so the next pose I will be doing, right, is called the frog pose, right? So the frog pose is found on page 110. I'll show you guys what it looks like. If you guys want to watch this whole video again, you can find it on my YouTube, right? So I'm gonna post this live on my YouTube after I finish doing it. And if you guys are interested in checking it out, my YouTube is the same name that I have for my TikTok, right? So it's DFit You Dig. In fact, let me post it up here again for you guys to see, just in case you guys are interested in watching this session all over again, right? So let's see if I can find it. I forget how to use this thing. Oh, here it is. I'm getting used to this TikTok thing. I'll pin it for you guys so you guys can see it as well. So that's my YouTube. I will be posting this on my YouTube after I am done with this live. It's probably gonna take a while to download. Alright, so the frog pose is found on page 110. So this is the frog pose. This next pose up. for the frog pose, right? It says frog is an intense restorative stretch for your groin and will greatly improve groin flexibility. Use it after an intense leg workout, at the end of a yoga session, or anytime you're feeling sore. You'll want knee padding for this posture. Use small towels or folds over the ends of your mat. The frog pose targets your groin and inner thighs, and the benefits of the pose is that it improves inner thigh and groin flexibility, reduces back pain, promotes lower body recovery, and prevents knee, hip, and spinal injury. So let's get into this pose. Down so you guys can see. Hopefully everyone is doing well today, right? That's always the hope for people. Actually, that's too far down. You guys ain't gonna see. You guys watching, I also do yoga twice a day, so feel free to give me a follow. I go live twice a day on my TikTok doing yoga. I also go to the gym in the afternoon and all that other stuff. But anything I do fitness-wise, I do it live. And like I said, I do yoga twice a day. So I do it in the morning and I do it in the evening time. So you guys feel free to catch any of those sessions. Sometimes I do it in the afternoon as well, so you guys get hit with a third session of yoga every now and then. So, for this pose, right, what you want to do is you want to get on all fours. You can widen the legs like this. You want to get on all fours like that. I want to say it's already 2:11 right now. I should be able to start the yoga session in the morning time around 9:30. If I start at 9:30, I'll be on it till about 12, so I'll be on it for a while. For those of you guys watching, if I start at 10, I'll still be on it till 12, so it's gonna be 2 hours, maybe a little bit longer, right? Gotta repeat the session. So this is the last pose I'm gonna do for this session. Then I'm gonna repeat all the poses I did leading up to this, right? So that everyone else can catch up. For people that didn't get a chance to watch or just now getting on and watching, I do a second passing around all the poses, right? Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure my knees are nice and wide, like this, right? Once my knees are nice and wide, I'm gonna bring my forearm down, so I'm coming down to my forearm like this, right? And then while I'm in this position, I'm gonna flex my abs and do controlled breathing. Flex my abs and do control breathing from right here, and it'll look like this. You're gonna hold this pose for 30 seconds to a minute. And you can see my foot is pointing out, right? My foot is pointing out. So it's pointing out on both sides. That opens up the groin. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat all these poses again, right? So for those of you guys that joined this session late, it's alright. I'll do a quick repeat of these poses, starting with the child pose, right? So start with child's pose first. Appreciate all the likes. Thank you guys for the follow. Bam. Oh, I messed that up. Bring it back around. Alright. I'm gonna bring this down so you guys can see. Yes, I do yoga twice a day for those of you guys watching, so feel free to follow if yoga is something you'd like to see done. Also, you can follow me on YouTube. If you follow me on YouTube, you'll be able to see me, you'll be able to see this whole live. I'm gonna start posting my lives on YouTube because TikTok can't hold a whole hour and a half or stuff. But if you go on to YouTube, you'll be able to re-see this live in case you missed it, or you want to watch it and you're tired and you want to get some sleep for the night, right? So this is what my YouTube will look like. I'll make a comment so you guys can see it, so you know what to type in to see me on YouTube. So I'll be posting all my lives dealing with yoga on there, right? So that's my YouTube channel for those of you guys that want to re-see this live. Alright, so the first pose we'll be doing is the child's pose, right? Appreciate the follow. Child's pose is found on page 86. This is the child's pose. Now, for the child's pose, it says this is an all-purpose pose to relax your body and release tension in your spine, back, and hips. It's a great cool down to return your breathing to normal, or a warm up to activate the core, upper back, and shoulders. Child's pose also helps relieve stiffness in the spine after sitting for an extended period of time. The child's pose targets your hips, your back, spine, and shoulders. Then the benefits of this pose is that it relieves back pain and stiffness, slows breathing, and encourages post-workout recovery. It also improves shoulder mobility and straightens spine to improve posture. So let's get into this pose for those of you guys watching. What you want to do is you want to get on all fours. So you want to make sure you get on all fours like this. Alright. And while you're on all fours, you want to make sure you bring your toes together, right? Big toe energy. Bring your toes together. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take a deep breath in and fall back like this. After you fall back, you're going to exhale and you're going to blow air out your mouth and stretch your arms out in front of you like this. Now, with your hands stretched out in front of you, this is going to target your shoulders and your upper back. And with your hips down below you or behind you, that's going to target your hips and your lower back. So you're stretching 4 different areas. Now, what you're going to do is do controlled breathing. So you're going to flex your abs and do controlled breathing and hold this pose for 30 seconds to a minute. Let's get it. Next pose I'll be doing is the thread the needle. That is found on page 106. So I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. This is the thread the needle pose, right? So you guys watching. Now, thread the needle, right? It says, this restorative posture stretches the rotator cuff muscles, relieves upper back soreness, and releases shoulder tension. It's useful for athletes who use their arms often and for weight trainers the day after a back-focused session. It also relieves tension in the shoulders from day-to-day stress. The thread the needle pose, excuse me, targets your upper back, shoulders, and rotator cuff. The benefits of this pose is that it relieves upper back tension that causes neck pain, reduces risk of rotator cuff injury, and speeds upper back and shoulder recovery. So let's get into the pose. I'm gonna drink me some coffee real quick before I get into this one. So what you want to do is do the same thing. You want to get on all fours, right? You want to get on all fours like this. Bring it down. Appreciate the likes. So you want to get on all fours like this. You want to make sure your toes are touching, so big toe energy. Then what you want to do is you want to take a deep breath in and fall back like this. While you're in this position, what you're going to do is blow air out your mouth. And when I bring my head down, I'll shoot my left arm underneath my right, like this. Now what I'm going to do is bring my right hand all the way up on the mat, so I'll stretch it up. When I blow air out my mouth, when I do controlled breathing, I will push off the mat with my right hand and drive my hip back like this. Like that. And I'm gonna hold this pose for 30 seconds to a minute, right after I push back as far as I can go. That's that pose on that side, that's the thread needle pose. I'm gonna do it on this side as well. So what I'm gonna do is, you're gonna get on all fours like this. Then you're gonna make sure your feet are touching, so big toe energy. Make sure your toes are touching. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna flex, you're gonna take a deep breath in and fall back. You're going to exhale. I blow air out my mouth. I bring my head down. I bring my right arm underneath my left. So my left hand, I'm going to stretch it out forward on the mat. Don't flex my abs. Do control breathing. When I blow air out my mouth, I'll be pushing back on my hips by pushing off my left hand like this. Once I'm in this position where I can't push back any further, I'm gonna hold this pose for 30 seconds to a minute. So you can flex your abs and do control breathing. that's the thread needle pose. Now the next pose I'll be doing. The next pose I will be doing is the cat cow. What's going on, Big Mike? The cat cow is found on page 56. This is the cat cow. Oh, you about to go to sleep? I feel you, man. I'm about to go to sleep after I finish the next 3 poses. So I got this pose, then I got the happy baby, and then I got the frog, and then I got rest. Right? Until the morning time at least. Until the morning time at least. Right? He said, okay. Yeah, you feel me? Alright, so the cat cow pose, right? Oh yeah, so let me show you guys this. The cat cow pose, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get on all fours, then you're gonna take a deep breath in, you're gonna raise your head, right? You're gonna arc your back, and you're gonna push your hips out. Then for the cat pose, you're gonna blow air out your mouth, you're gonna bring your head down, you're gonna round your back, and you're gonna draw your hips in. That's the cat cow pose. For the cat cow, it says this slow movement from the arc to round the spine is one of the best exercises you can do for your back. Whether you are an athlete warming up or a non-athlete recovering from a back injury, use this exercise to mobilize your spine, release kinks or stiffness in your back, and prepare for exercise. The cat cow targets your spine, back, and chest, and the benefits of this pose is that it relieves spinal stiffness and pain, prevents spinal injury, improves spinal mobility, and stretches shoulders and back. So let's get into it for those of you watching. And then you want to get on all fours, as I said before. Like this, while you're on all fours. Bring this over here. Right here. Appreciate the follow. Then you get on all fours like this, right? When you're in this position. And while you're on all fours, what you're gonna do is make sure your hips line up with your knees, right? Hips line up with your knees. If they don't line up with your knees, readjust. Then you're gonna make sure your shoulders line up with your wrists. So shoulders line up with your wrists like that. After you're in this position, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a deep breath in and go into a cow pose. So you're gonna lift your head up, arc your back, and push your hips out. It'll look like this. Head up, back arc, and hips out. This is the cow pose. Then you're gonna exhale and go into the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. You're gonna breathe in and go back into the cow, right? So you go to the cow pose. Head up, back arc, and hips out. Then you're gonna exhale and go into the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now you're gonna breathe in and go into the cow again. Head up, back arc, and hips out. Then you're gonna exhale and go to the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now let's breathe in and go into the cow. Head up, back arc, and hips out. And let's exhale into the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now, for the cat cow pose, appreciate the likes. For the cat cow pose, this is your back, right? This is your lower back. And this right here, right, is the tension, stress, and pressure that builds up in this area, right? What's going on is when you do this pose, right? When you do the cat cow pose, when you go into the cow position, when you're stretching your muscles up, you are when you're stretching your muscles up in the cow pose, what's going on is you're arcing your back, and you're pushing your hips out. So that's how you're stretching these up, right? Then when you go into the cat position, right? The cat position, you're stretching the muscles down because you're rounding your back and you're pulling your hips in. So this pressure, tension, and stress that's built up in this area begins to break down. One, from the repetition and you warming up those muscles, right? And when you stretch these muscles, right, once they break down, once you're stretching that area out, it allows that pressure, stress, and tension that's been built up, once it breaks down, to be able to move, right? To get out that area so it doesn't combine again, so it doesn't get concentrated, right? So it allows it to be released out that area. And that is what causes you back pain relief when you do this pose, right? Now, in the book, it wants you to do this pose for 5 to 10 reps. I will be doing it for 10, so I'm about to do it for 10. 5 reps is more for beginners, right? For people that are a little bit inflexible, so they can build up their flexibility. You want to do it for about 5 reps, and slowly over time accumulate higher, right? So let's get it. I'm gonna do it for 10. So I'm gonna get on all fours. So that's the first thing you want to do, get on all fours. Then after you get on all fours, you want to make sure that your hips, right? Make sure your hips are in alignment with your knees. So they go up straight down. You want to make sure your shoulders are in alignment with your wrist. After that, you want to take a deep breath in and go into the cow like this. Head up, back arm, and hips up. Then you're going to exhale and go into the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. The cat and cow pose I just did makes 1 rep, right? Because I did them together. That is a pairing, right? You do the cow pose to begin the rep, and then you do the cat pose to close out that rep. That's what I just did. That's the first rep. Now I'm going to breathe in and go into the second. So breathe in to begin the second rep with the cow. Head up, back arm, and hips up. And then when exhale, go into the cat. This is the end of the second rep. Now you're going to breathe into the cow for the third rep. Head up, back arm, and hips up. Then you're going to exhale into the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now we'll breathe into the cow for the 4th rep. Head up, back arm, and hips out. Then we'll exhale into the cat to close out the 4th rep. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now we'll breathe in again and go into the cow pose to begin the 5th rep. Head up, back arm, and hips out. Then we're going to exhale into the cat to close out the 5th rep. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now, that was the end of the 5th rep. For those of you guys beginning this pose, for those of you guys getting into yoga, this is where you would end that pose, right? You don't want to do too many reps because you don't want to burn yourself out and you don't want to overtax your area, like your lower back area. But this is where you would normally end it. And then for individuals that have been doing it for a while, like me, I will continue doing 5 more reps. So I'll breathe in and go into the cow. Like this. Head up, back arm, and hips out. Now exhale and go into the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. So that's the end of the 6th rep. Now breathe in and go into the cow for the 7th rep. Head up, back arm, and hips out. Now exhale and go into the cat. Head down, back rounded, and hips drawn in. Now we breathe in and go into the cow for the 8th rep. hips out. The exhale goes to the cat. Let down, back round it, exhale, drop in. Now breathe into the cow for the last and final breath. Head up, back, arc, and the hips are out. Then you exhale into the cat. Head down, back round it, exhale, drop in. That is the cat-cow pose, right? Now the next pose I'll be doing is the happy baby. It was the same pose you see on my post on my page, right? Happy baby. Now the happy baby's on page 124. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Bam. That is the happy baby yoga pose. Excuse me. For those of you guys watching. Now, for the happy baby yoga pose, right? It says, this is a great stretch for your groin to help relieve lower back pain. Use happy baby before yoga workout to help warm up or after workout session to release muscle tension and speed up recovery. This posture is also perfect for when you want to move but don't feel like exercising. The happy baby targets your groin, your lower back, hamstrings, and inner thighs. The benefits of this pose is that it releases lower back tension and discomfort, stretches your groin and hamstrings, and increases hip flexibility. So let's get into this pose. I appreciate all the likes, right? All the likes helps my content get out to other people, so I definitely appreciate it. You almost ran up to 20K, that's crazy. So for the happy baby, I'm gonna bring this over here. Appreciate that, Sue. Thank you for the rose. Bring it right here. I'm gonna bring this mat around. That's what's wrong with it. For those of you guys watching, I do yoga twice a day. In the morning and evening time, every day. I've been doing it for 5 months like this. Do not plan on stopping anytime soon. So if it's something you'd like to see, definitely feel free and give it a follow. So what I'll be doing is the happy baby pose. So I'm going to make sure my back is flat on this mat, right? Make sure your back is flat on the mat, like this. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to use your index finger and thumb to make a circle. Index finger and thumb to make a circle like that, right? You can place this circle, hope you can see it, on your big toe, right? On both feet. You can place it on your big toe like this. Grab your big toe. You grab your big toe like that, right? While you're in this position, right, with your index finger and thumb wrapped around that big toe, you can actually open up your whole leg just off the strength of your index finger and thumb wrapping around that, right, your big toe. So you literally open up your legs like this just to show you, right? You can open up your legs nice and wide just off the strength of your big toe being grabbed by your index finger and thumb, just like that. Also, right, the issue you're going to have with this is that your fingers are going to slip. So you're not going to be able to hold this pose for very long with just your index finger and thumb, right? So what you want to do is you want to bring your legs down, readjust, and bring your other fingers around it, right? So you want to bring your other fingers around, appreciate the heartbeat, and you want to grab your toes like that. Now this will give you more support, and you'll be able to hold this pose for 30 seconds to a minute. So now when I open up, right? Now when I open up, like that, I can hold this pose longer, right? I can hold it for 30 seconds to a minute without having to worry about me coming out the pose, right? So this is how you want to hold this pose. That's one way you can do this pose, right? By gripping it like that. The other way you can do it is by placing your hands, right? Placing your hands or your fingers on your toes and bending them back. And once you bend them back, you can open up your legs again. The same way I just did with my index finger and thumb. You can open up your legs just like that, right? So this is the way I like doing this pose. you like to do it, that's fine. Find whichever way you want to grip your foot and get into the pose. Now the first thing you're going to do is you're going to flex your abs. You're going to make sure your back is flat on the mat. And then you're going to do controlled breathing. When you do controlled breathing, when you breathe in, you'll hold the pose. When you exhale, you open up your legs. So it'll look like this. I'm holding the pose. Now I'm about to exhale and open my legs. Breathe in and hold. Exhale and open. Breathe in and hold. Exhale and open. And open. Now that my legs are open wide, I'm going to hold this pose for 30 seconds to a minute. That is the happy baby, right? Now, the next pose I'll be doing is the last pose. And this is called the frog pose, for those of you guys watching, right? If you guys like yoga, feel free to give me a follow. I do this every day in the morning and evening time. So you guys missed out on this session, that is alright. I'll be doing it again in the morning time, right? Some more yoga. Now, the frog pose is the last pose I'll be doing. This is found on page 110. And this is this is what the frog pose looks like. Appreciate the likes. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you for running them up. So the frog pose, it says, frog is an intense restorative stretch for your groin and will greatly improve groin flexibility. Use it after an intense leg workout, at the end of a yoga session, or anytime you're feeling sore. You'll want knee padding for this posture. Use small towels and folds over the ends of your mat. What's going on, Sweet Chain? The frog pose targets your groin and inner thighs, and the benefits of this pose is that it improves inner thigh and groin flexibility, reduces back pain, and promotes lower body recovery. It also prevents knee, hip, and spinal injury. So let's get into the pose. I'll bring this mat around. This last pose I'm doing for tonight. I will see you guys in the morning after this pose, right? I should be on here again around 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Doing yoga, 9:30 or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's gonna be early. So what you wanna do now is get on all fours, right? So now I'm getting on all fours, right? See? That stuff is loud. Like sometimes it's low, and sometimes it's loud. Bring this down so you guys can see it a little bit better. I don't have my knees as wide I pointed out. So notice my foot is pointing out on this side. That's how you want it when you do this pose. Alright, ladies and gents, that is the last pose I will be doing. So that was the frog pose for those of you guys watching. Woo! So that is the frog pose. Again, that's the last pose I am doing for tonight. Appreciate the gifts. I'll be back on here at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. For those of you guys, if you guys want to check out more yoga, feel free to join me then. Again, I do yoga every day, twice a day. So in the morning and in the evening time. I also go to the gym, so when I'm at the gym, I do those sessions live as well. With that being said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for checking out what I have to offer. I appreciate that, calf-wise, 3,000. But yeah, I'm about to go get me some sleep, right? So eat me some good food, give me some sleep, and then I'll be back on here again at 9:30 or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning. So feel free to check me out then. I'll be doing my yoga session. It'll be on for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, right? If you guys have not followed, feel free to follow me. I do this every day, twice a day, yoga in the morning and in the evening times. I have been doing it for the past 5 months like this, and I will continue to do it every day, twice a day. So with that being said, live, laugh, and love, and try to be a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. Self-improvement is the key to success and greatness, right? And that is also the way to find or relieve, I said find, but that's the way to become a better version of yourself, right? And you deserve a better version of yourself. You're entitled to a better version of yourself. Everyone else is not entitled or deserve the better version of you, but you deserve that, right? And with that, we'll bring in more authenticity and more authentic people into your circle that can help you benefit out of life, right? That have good intentions towards you. So those are like true friends, right? But with that being said, hope you guys have a good day. Stay blessed. I'm doing all right. I'm about to get off. Was that Tay? Yeah, I'm about to get off. Like I said, feel free to follow me. If you guys aren't already following, I do yoga and everything of that sort every single day, right? In the morning and evening time. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Y'all have a blessed night, and take care of yourselves, right? So appreciate y'all, and thank you guys for the good vibes and good company.